Actor and comedian Keith Allen joined Good Morning Britain hosts Susanna Reid and Adil Ray to discuss his lockdown hobbies and why he isn't returning to stand-up comedy. Keith discussed his old shows and movies as he slammed cancel culture and advised people need to know the context of the jokes and the historical facts they are based on. Kicking off the debate, Adil said, "I find you really interesting. When it comes to standing up for the right person, the right thing, you do that a lot. You stand up for injustices, you stand up for minorities. I have heard you talk about people from all different sexual societies. We are in this weird world of cancel culture, and you have already talked about the young ones and how there are now homophobic warnings. How do you counterbalance what you stand for? But at the same time as a creative, allowing creativity to be open and free?" Keith began, "Well, I was deliberately confrontational. I am talking about nearly 40 years ago, opening the Comedy Store, and I would deliberately bring the topic of homosexuality up. It was a very dangerous minefield at that time, and I would use that to say certain things, but in terms of the cancel culture, let's get one thing straight here. What was going on all those years ago, and by the way, we were the alternative to it, that's how we came into being. It was precise because there were comedians or writers around writing offensively homophobic, racist material. We were completely anti that, and that's what this so-called alternative comedy movement came out of, so I am covered in that respect. But when I hear people talking about that there have to be warnings, no, let's put it into context. What you are doing is looking at culture through a lens, and you have to put it into context, and you cannot say no, don't watch this, you have to know this is historical fact, let's have a look at it, we will view it in a different way and crack on. Cancel culture gets right up my nose," he concluded. Cancel culture refers to a way of behaving in a society or group, especially on social media, in which it is common to completely reject and stop supporting someone because they have said or done something that is offensive to people/cultures. Many comedians and actors have spoken about cancel culture, with many admitting jokes or comments they made in their early career wouldn't be allowed in today's society. Billy Connolly has previously stated it would stop him from performing, commenting, "Couldn't do it these days." He told Radio Times he would often look back at his old jokes and said, "I like it, I really do. It's like watching somebody else. I was watching the Wildebeest sketch and roaring with laughter, which is really weird. I'm separated from it that much, the more so because I can't do it anymore. There are things I talked about I simply couldn't do these days, it was healthier then." Over the last year, streaming service BritBox has added warnings at the beginning of shows which could cause offense. The latest one to be hit with racist and homophobic warnings is the TV series The Young Ones, the classic 1980s sitcom which was dubbed one of the UK's finest comedies of all time. BritBox previously explained its content warning policy, saying, "Programming on the service that contains potentially sensitive language or attitudes of their era have carried appropriate warnings since our launch in November 2019 to ensure the right guidance is in place for viewers who are choosing to watch on demand." Good Morning Britain airs weekdays from 6 a.m. on ITV.